TJ Watt, trade rumors, the Philadelphia Eagles, and a former Pro Bowler stepping in with a bold take. You want to know what's cooking in the NFL rumor mill? Then buckle up, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this one's about to get heated. With NFL training camps just a few weeks away and the league sitting in its annual summer slowdown, trade speculation is starting to ramp up. The calm before the storm is when the whispers get loudest. And right now, the name at the center of it all? None other than Pittsburgh Steelers pass-rushing phenom TJ Watt. There's no denying it. Watt is one of the most dominant edge defenders in the game today. But as the days pass and no new contract agreement is announced, the tension is building in the Steel City. Watt's current deal may not reflect his all-pro caliber production anymore. The big question looming over Pittsburgh: will they pay up, let him hold out, or make the unthinkable move and trade him? The speculation caught fire when the Steelers made not one, but two aggressive offseason moves, bringing in all-pro corner Jalen Ramsey and veteran tight end Jonnu Smith. It's the kind of assertiveness that suggests they're not shy about making bold decisions. But the TJ Watt situation remains unresolved, and that has the NFL world on edge. Now, enter the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course they'd be linked to a name like TJ Watt. The Eagles are the reigning Super Bowl champions, led by a dominant front office, and they've never shied away from making splashy moves. If a superstar becomes even remotely available, you can bet Philly fans and insiders are firing up Photoshop and salary cap calculators to see if it could work. And that's exactly what's happened. A viral hypothetical trade proposal has taken social media by storm, sending TJ Watt to the Eagles in exchange for young pass rusher Nolan Smith and a future draft pick. Just a rumor, just a fan-made scenario, but the buzz it's generated, very real. Everyone's got an opinion, but one of the strongest came from a name with real weight in Philly. Former Eagles Pro Bowler Hugh Douglas jumped on 94 WP Sports Radio to weigh in. And let's just say, he's not on board with the deal. Normally, when you say it like that and present it like that, I would go with you with that, but it doesn't play into the defense as a luxury and not a necessity situation, Douglas said on air. The reason why I say it like that is this. You're going to have a high-priced older player that has a Hall of Fame resume, no question about it. But Nolan has a tremendous upside as of right now. He's much cheaper. Translation? Douglas respects Watt's greatness. Who doesn't? But he's not about to sacrifice a cost-controlled player with long-term upside like Nolan Smith, just to get a more expensive, aging star on a team that already has a stacked defensive line. It's the age-old NFL roster building dilemma. Do you go all in with proven veterans at the expense of youth and flexibility? Or do you trust the process and let your young talent grow into stars of their own? Watt, who turned 30 this year, has had an incredible run with Pittsburgh. A four-time All-Pro, 2020 Defensive Player of the Year, and the face of the Steelers' defense. But he's also battled injuries and logged serious wear and tear at one of the most physically demanding positions in the game. He's still elite, but for how much longer? Nolan Smith, on the other hand, is barely scratching the surface. A first-round pick out of Georgia in 2023, Smith saw limited action in his rookie year behind a deep Eagles front, but flashed the athleticism and motor that made him a star in the SEC. With Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat also in the mix, the Eagles are loaded on the edge. But Smith represents the future, and he's on a rookie contract. It's that financial element that might make this entire conversation moot. Watt's contract is massive, and fitting it under the Eagles' cap sheet would require gymnastics. And even if they could, would the Steelers really be willing to move their franchise cornerstone? That's the wild part. Despite all the buzz, there's no real indication from the Steelers that they're actively shopping Watt. The front office hasn't made any public comments suggesting a trade is on the table. If anything, their aggressive offseason suggests they're gearing up for a playoff run, not tearing down. But the rumor mill doesn't sleep. And when a player of Watt's caliber is even slightly disgruntled, the NFL ecosystem responds. Teams call, fans dream, analysts speculate. That's just how it works in today's league. As for the Eagles, GM Howie Roseman has never met a blockbuster he didn't at least consider. Philly fans will remember moves for Darius Slay, A.J. Brown, Kevin Byard, and of course the 2023 Jalen Carter draft trade. Adding a guy like Watt would be right in line with Roseman's aggressive DNA, if the price was right.